Okay, YouTube, this is JL Chambers 82. Back already with another Sega Genesis game. This is another pickup from eBay, The Incredible Hulk. And this game, I remember when it came out, I remember reading the reviews on it. It got pretty good reviews for both systems. It came out on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. And if I remember correctly, most people like the Sega Genesis version better. And it is US Gold. And they had, I don't remember really good things from them. I know that they made, I think they're the ones that made the horrible Strider game for Genesis that everyone hates, myself included. So, anyway, yeah, we're going to see where this goes. If it's good or not. No, this doesn't sound very Hulkish as far as the music, but it is Sega Genesis. Let's get it going. Cool. Comic book games are always hit or miss, aren't they? Oh, cool. We went with a little uppercut. There we go. And the C button doesn't do anything, evidently. Oh, you can jump like a motherfucker. That's Hulk for you. Oof. Cool. I guess it's pretty standard platforming fare. I mean, the Hulk's animation's pretty cool. Definitely good graphics for the time. You get that manhole. But as for far as the rest of it, I mean, it's kind of looks like it's repeating over and over again. There we go. Just kind of jumps down. Yeah, really good animation of the Hulk though. So you just gotta jump down like this. There we go. Like the uppercut. But, yeah, I mean, I gotta say, just from the looks of it here, I mean, this looks like it's gonna be just really, really basic platformer with a good main character. Probably sold some carts, because it's a Marvel game and all, but, yeah, this is no X-Men for Genesis, which is a badass comic book game. One of my favorites. Not the fighting game either, just X-Men. And I'm going to die real soon again. I haven't even read the instructions yet on this, so. Uh-oh. You turn into Mr. Banner there. Nice. You don't stand a chance. That's pretty weak water animation, I'm not gonna lie. It's out of place. Like, Hulk looks like really well animated and hand drawn, and then the rest of everything kind of looks like it's kind of like a comic book-esque, I guess, but it just kind of, I don't know, it's not, it doesn't match, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, look at the background, look at the water, look at Hulk's animation. Like, he's really, really well animated. See all the flexing and everything, and it just doesn't match. Like, the enemies look pretty good too, but the level doesn't look all that great, Pretty standard fare. So yeah, I don't know on this one. I might have to play it for a while to see if it gets any better. But I don't mind, paying $8 or $9 for a complete Genesis card online, because they come in almost great condition, and it's an easy system to collect for. I mean, everything's real cheap. There's just so many cartridges out there, and people took care of them. And in those hard plastic cases, they really did. They really did stay pretty mint. This one was really good. Looked really nice. I mean, looked like the day it was bought. I'm sure the instructions hadn't been read that much. All right, I gotta figure out how Hulk gets in there. Would help if I read the instructions, I guess. Right, guys? You'd think it would be something easy, though. And that pauses. Amount of buttons, so there's nothing else. Unless this uses a six-button pad, which I don't see how it could. I haven't really fought anyone cool. It's been the same guys over and over. Yeah, I guess it is kind of bland. Yeah, look at that. Look at the backdrop. Why? This that looks like that looks like regular Nintendo right there. This right here. I'm sorry, in the background, or even this. Hulk looks great. Bad guys look good, even though it's the same bad guy over and over again, and it looks like a regular NES game. I mean, look at that. Now, that's not really good for the time. I remember a lot of really killer Genesis games, platformers, and this just level design is not all that great. But the control's really good. As far as Hulk's moving him around, the jump's good, the uppercut, at least. But, you know, again, this could be just really dated. Maybe it was pretty okay for the time. Maybe it wasn't like, the reviews on it were like, oh yeah, it's a pretty good Genesis game, you know, and comparatively speaking, maybe it was just okay. But, I mean, now, considering all the games you can collect for Genesis, you know, but again, I picked this up pretty cheap. I'm not going to complain too much about it. And I'm a collector, so I'm not a gamer again, so there's another good pickup for the Genesis, I guess. Who doesn't like the Hulk? But yeah, now that you see this game, I mean, really, would that ever happen in the construction site? Would that be okay? Would that happen? I like some realism in platformers. I mean, I know that they're always going to have the floating platforms that no one would ever in their right mind install anywhere. But yeah, you can actually play as Mr. Banner for a little bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess so far, first impression on this is that the enemies are all the same. That they are, you know, they do look pretty cool. Hulk looks great. Controls great. Only got a couple moves. And the levels to me so far look like almost like a bright NES. So I'm not gonna tell you to stay away from it. If you're a collector, pick anything up that you can get in the box or whatever, especially off eBay if it's cheap. But yeah, like I said, I thought I remember this game getting pretty good reviews, and looking at it now, I mean, the music's not all that great. Levels are pretty bland. Not a lot of excitement. They could have done better with this, especially since they spent that much time, obviously, you know, getting the animations on Hulk and everything right. So. Anyway, YouTube, again, just posting up another video of some game pickup stuff, and this is the Incredible Hulk for Sega Genesis. Thanks for watching.